Austin's a great town. Me and my sister Rachel grew up in downtown Austin. Went to college here and have been running Delta for about 20 years now. My parents came to Austin in the 70s. My dad, he'd always been in carpentry and woodworking. I was born in 1985 and so was Delta. We're turning 40 years old this year. My mom, Nancy, is the mill mom. She's been around there for 40 years. She's just a positive influence. I think everyone loves and respects my mom around Delta, and she loves Fanny. Fanny's with me just about every day. If she's not the face of Delta, she's definitely the mascot. This morning we are off to one of our favorite restaurants in town, a place called Cisco's. And we're gonna catch up on some of the early days of Delta and reminisce a little bit.
Yeah, so you've been coming here for what, 40 years, 50 years?
50,
Wow.
since the 70s.
Wow. Still in the same building, right?
Yes. The food's the same, which is a good thing.
Yeah. And you know, it's an Austin landmark. This is a really special place. I mean, me and Dad used to come here and get migas, and this would be our work lunch. This cook right here has been here for 25 years, and
Yeah.
he knew Dad, and it's a special, special place here.
It is. When I was first with your dad, he had a partner named Henry, and they called it Waller Creek Lumber, and office was in the living room. And when he and Henry parted ways, he started Delta Millworks.
He moved out of the living room at that point, huh?
Yeah. And then, you know, he had the empty lot behind Shortstop on 7th. And Glenn, a homeless guy, slept there.
To do what? Look after the
To
wood?
guard the wood, so no one would steal the wood in the middle of the night. And then he rented a Quonset hut.
I remember going in there when I was 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
Some of my earliest memories were in that Quonset hut,
Yeah.
and it was much smaller than we were in today.
Yeah.
I think I always had a passion for woodworking. When I graduated college, Dad said, come work here, you
Yeah.
need to be working. And when I walked in the door in 2007, was a small mill shop. With the company being so small at the time, I think that really allowed me to get into doing some of my own woodworking projects and doing Shou-suig-ban. The story goes with Shou-suig-ban was Dad had some roofing torches laying around. Really one day I picked up one of those torches and started burning some leftover chunks of wood just because I thought the patterns and the colors looked really cool.
Yep.
Delta's my life. I mean, it literally means everything to me.
To me too. It's my life too. I'm so grateful.
So now we're here at Delta Millworks in one of our warehouses in the heart of East Austin. We've been at this property since 1990. These timbers here are longleaf pine, and these are really indicative of what we started working with back in the early days of Delta. Before steel I-beams and concrete floors were introduced, longleaf pine timbers were the go-to species for structural support pieces. And these trees were anywhere from 300 to 500 years old when they were cut down. These beams came out of buildings as old as 1860. It's one of the most important wood species that really helped build America. Going back 40 years to when my father Bob started the business, he was doing a restoration project, the house I actually grew up in, and found that the longleaf pine, the moldings, the wood itself was simply not available. He started off by really working with demolition contractors to salvage these beams or timbers that extracted from large commercial buildings. This material was usually sent to a landfill. So he had to really start a new industry that really didn't exist. Here's just an example of a piece that we used to work with. It has nails in it, it has paint. Before a timber like this could even hit a machine, there was a lot of labor that went into it. That approach is still what we carry on today, with breaking the norm, looking at not just beautiful products, but sustainable products, products that need to be utilized. Although we don't work with it as much as we used to today, it's still in our blood and still in our roots as a company. So one of the most notable longleaf pine projects that Delta has been involved in was the Texas State Capitol back in the 1990s. Delta was involved in the full restoration of much of the interior woods of the state capitol. And ultimately, we provided about 100,000 board feet of reclaimed longleaf on that project. So we've talked about longleaf pine and some of our history here at Delta. Now we want to take you next door and show you some of the things we're working on today. So we're now here in our main factory area to talk a little bit about what we do these days here at Delta. I'm here with Baker Donnelly. He's been here 10 years, and even before that, he worked up here with me during the summers in college, running boards. It was really a different time back then. We've seen a lot, haven't we?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've known Robbie since I was about 15, and would come and push boards through the machines in my early 20s, and started back here a little bit more seriously about 10 years ago. It's even changed tremendously since then, so we'd be happy to walk through it and show you all around.
What do we do these days? What makes Delta stand out?
Well, beyond milling everything to custom specifications, it really begins with the surface texturing, the high grade, architectural grade pre-finishing that really makes Delta stand out. And that's what I tell most people, is that the difference between Delta and a standard lumber mill is that we have a finishing shop attached, which with our background seems so natural, but it's really a really rare thing in the industry today.
This is one of our Gator products, just so cool. We've taken an ancient technique out of Japan and other parts of the world, but really modernized it with high performance, modified woods. We really built this burn line. You can't get a burn machine, off the internet. It's a small portion of our business these days, but this is still in our roots of Delta 2.0 when our focus became wood siding. Let's go look at some other stuff that we're doing these days.
All right, I think this is one of my jobs here, some Akoya.
Why do we like Akoya?
Nothing performs as well as it. It's really, really consistent as far as its dimensions and how it holds up. Everybody calls me and says, oh, where I live is the harshest climate. It's terrible. Nothing holds up here. And every time somebody says that to me, I reach for Akoya because I know it's gonna let me sleep better at night. It's a blonde wood, so it's a great blank canvas. We weren't able to offer as many finishes on Akoya than we can on anything else. The other thing that makes this so sustainable is that tree that they use to make this product can regrow about twice, while this piece of wood is still under warranty. So it's just an amazingly renewable product, and is just year after year our best seller by far. It takes a special bond to grow a business as quickly as we have, and there aren't a lot of good guys that haven't known each other since they were 15 working here, but I know it's been a really special experience for me, and all the opportunities that it's going to bring us and the opportunities that we don't even know are out there. It's just super exciting.
It's exciting, Baker. I love you, man.
Love you too, bud.
Yes, sir. So we are now here in beautiful Wimberly, Texas. This is the site of our new factory. Boy, we've been talking about a new factory for almost 10 years now, and acquired this property back in 2021. We are working with Pollen Architecture out of Austin. We are excited to announce that we will be breaking ground early this summer. We are not just building a state-of-the-art wood siding factory, but a place that really pays homage to our current building that was built back in 1948. Specifically, the sawtooth roof element thing will be incorporated into our new factory. So we're on a little over 30 acres out here. The first half will be dedicated to the office, showroom, and also the factory area. But the back half we're really calling our nature preserve. So we're really trying to pay respect to the nature out here and have a beautiful place that our team and clients can enjoy. Wanted to specifically thank my business partner, Price Taylor, for helping us get this far. We think we have the best team and the best clients in the industry, and we're here today because of y'all. Thank you so much. We're so excited about the future, and welcome to the next chapter of Delta Millworks.